Hi, my name is Chike. Welcome back to day 2 of our ongoing online bootcamp for web development. And today we're going to be exploring further what we intend to cover. If you're just joining us, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification so that whenever I post a video, you'll be notified. Okay, and a quick one. I hope by now you have your internet connected. Okay, you don't need internet at this point, but I hope you have your Sublime editor installed on your computer. And so we're going to be commencing HTML. Okay, to become a web developer, you need to learn a couple of languages, a couple of coding skills. You need to know how to code HTML, you need to know how to code CSS, you need to know how to code JavaScript, and these are front end. And another thing, you need to know how to code a back end language like PHP, Node.js, AngularJS, etc. And so right now we're going to be focusing on the front end, after which we're going to go to the back end, teaching you how to use PHP, MySQL to insert data into the database and what have you. And so the first thing you need to learn is HTML. Okay, and let's begin quick. We'll dive straight into it. What is a website? A website is a collection of pages built in HTML language. To understand it better, you need to understand that a website is a collection of pages. And what is a web page? A web page is simply a group of syntax codes written in HTML language. For example, if you visit a website, you come to the website, you see a page, the front page, popularly referred to as index. You see the front page, and now that front page is called a page. Now there are other pages, like if you go to Facebook, you see profile page, you see things like your gallery page. These are different pages. Now when these pages come together, they form what we call a website. In other words, a website is a collection of different pages written in HTML language. Alright, that's what I needed to know. And right away, I don't want to bore us with story. Let's dive in straight into writing HTML, HTML. Now, the first question I want to ask is, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And so HTML is the basic building block of World Wide Web. Hypertext is a text displayed on a computer or other electronic devices with reference to other text that the users can immediately access, usually by a mouse. A hypertext is an information that you can display on the web page, and people can click on it in relation and do something with a mouse. So I don't want to bore you with the whole long details. And HTML is like the ABC of web development. If you don't know it, it's like trying to learn how to write comprehension or write letter without understanding the basics of ABCD and reading. So everything that has to do with mobile app, web application, has its foundation in HTML. Simply put, HTML is like the ABC of web and development. And so there are a lot of things you can do with HTML. And you can publish documents online with text, image, list and draw a table, etc. You can also access web resources such as image, video. Another thing, you can create forms and collect users' information using HTML. And you can include images, videos, sound clips, flash movies, applications and other elements. You can even create online versions of your website that works without internet using HTML. You can store data in the user web browser and access it later. You can find the current location of your web visitor using HTML. The list goes on and on and on and on. HTML, as described earlier, is a markup language and not a programming language. It's important to know this, but you need it to there are programming languages like Java, Ruby, PHP, etc. You need web browser to view HTML page, and that the web browser do not display HTML tag but uses a tag to interpret. What am I saying? A HTML page is displayed on the web browser. What is a web browser? A web browser is simply a software used to display web page. For example, your Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, that's a web browser. So that's the default application for displaying HTML page. And so in this tutorial, we'll cover a lot. We'll begin with the fundamentals of HTML, including the ideas of elements and attributes, way of formatting text. Let me save you all the story, and let's dive into our first application. And so we'll go straight into creating our first HTML document. And to do that, I need you to open your Sublime. If you watched the tutorial for yesterday, you have your text editor ready. Let me go ahead and open it. Okay, here we are. Now I want you to do something. I want you to organize your working space. Go over to your desktop and right click and click on new folder. So I'll call this HTML. So all the things I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be storing it inside this folder. Alright, so just go ahead, go back to your Sublime, and now we'll type some code and see what a HTML document is. Just go ahead and type HTML. Just follow me. Now the first thing you need to do, I need to save the document first of all. I need us to save the document, and so just go ahead and click Ctrl S or go to File on Sublime and click on Save As. Now I'm going to locate the folder I created on the desktop, HTML. Then I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say first. Now you need to understand something. There is something called an extension. If you are opening an MS Word document, an MS Word document has an extension called .doc. And Excel has an extension .csv. PowerPoint has an extension .ppt. Images, pictures have an extension called .jpeg or PNG, different kind. And so every file in the software space has an extension. And so in HTML we have an extension called .html. And so go ahead and put the file name, choose whatever name you want, and end it with .html. Now, having done that, now let's go back to the folder where we have it. Now you will see that it's carrying the sign for Google Chrome. Why? Because it is Chrome HTML document. So I want to click on it and right click. I want to show you something. Now you see file type Chrome HTML document. So you see the extension .html. So if your big browser, Mozilla is your default browser, you might likely see something like Mozilla HTML document. But what you should look out for is the HTML. Now Mozilla, Google Chrome is my default browser, and that's why it is so. Now this is not the same thing as just, let me open a new tab. To open a new tab, just click on Ctrl N. I want to save this. I'll just save it as first without an extension. Without the HTML extension. Now you see, this is just a normal, it's not carrying the same icon. Why? Because it does not have the .html extension. So .html is what separates a normal document with a HTML document. So let me look for an MS Word document. If I have, let me see if I have any. Let me just go ahead and open Word. Now just hang on while I open. I need to show you this. Show this to you. Okay, it's coming up now. If you look at this, I'm going to go ahead and just type blah 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 blah. I'm wondering why it's not typing. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on save. I want you to see the difference This is very important. I'll still save it in the default location where we have all our. I'm going to search for that. So I'm going to call this MS Word. I hope I got the spelling. Now let's go and evaluate the file. Now you see this one is having the MS Word icon. Let me right click on it and inspect the type. So you see Microsoft Word document with an extension .dox. And so this is how you know a document. And so let's go back to our Sublime and go back to our first one, the one we opened. Then we'll now start typing the basic building blocks for HTML. And so every HTML document must follow this pattern. You need to get used to it. You don't have to cram it. As you go on and type it, you will get used to it. And so every HTML document begins with open HTML and close. I will explain this later. Okay, I will explain all this later, but I just want to give you an example of a HTML document, and it has a head and a body. It has a head and a body. So I'll go ahead. Type the body. So you see what I'm telling you, we're using Sublime, and whenever we type something, Sublime will give us the options. Okay, I will explain this in details as we proceed. Now I'll open this. I'll open the head. Now inside the head we have a title. Now you notice each one we created, I'm going to copy this out. Each one we created, we closed it. We have this forward slash at the end. So this is what we call opening and closing of HTML tag. You will still do that as we proceed. Okay, so this is what we call opening and closing of HTML tag. So every tag we open must be closed. So I'll go on. So you see this head has both opening and closing. So the title has both opening. So I'll call this one my first page. Now I'll call this my first page. Now inside the body is where all the information that you need people to see will go. So I'll just go ahead and type this. Don't worry about the code if you don't understand it. Hello, it's my first page. We'll cover more of them in detail. So to subdate saving, I'll just click on Ctrl S or go to File and Save. Now, having done that, let's go over here. Now to just double click on the file first. Now, hurrah, here is what we have. Hello, it's my first page. Now look at the code here. I'm going to minimize this. So I want to explain something to you. Now, if you look at the title bar, you notice that this my first page is what's showing here. While hello, it's my first page is showing in the content area, meaning that the title, the head carries the title, the body carries the content. And so this is the basic structure building block of HTML. Okay. Okay, so every HTML page must have what? An opening tag and a closing tag. And every code must begin with defining HTML, defining the header and the body of the elements on the page. Okay, and this is it. In our next tutorial, we'll begin to dive into what we call HTML elements, how to use them and how to achieve a lot of things, and do more in this web tutorial, in this bootcamp web development series. My name is Chike. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is going to be huge. As we progress, you're going to be learning a lot of things. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that as soon as we post a video, you'll be the first to know. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.